me here. Now I, as the head professor of the Laker lab, have to dissect what has just happened in this game. I may be using terminology that's new to you. That's because I'm a professor. Wow! PhD. Yes, PhD. I'm gonna break down what I see here. I'm gonna be brutally honest as a Laker lab professor. Yes. All right, let's get started. In this first matchup, as we see right here. Stop. Already stop. We got AD trying to double team, okay? Kawhi, right? Are we seeing my mouse? We got AD trying to double team Kawhi. Oh, the game got postponed today between the Rockets. Okay. People got coronavirus. Serge is flashing. He's open. Paul George cutting down. Watch how he does this. He passes it right out to Paul. Now look. Marcus gotta try to guard him. He's already turning the corner. Ew. Okay? Straight pass to Batum. That's Nicholas right there. Straight pass to Batum. Now they're all in recovery mode. Kawhi back here walking. Ew. He has to recover. It's too late. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that's not acceptable. KCP coming in. Nice pass to Schroeder, and he makes the corner. Understand something, Schroeder actually did well. A lot of people were getting on him, but his stats showed some very promising signs. Once again, we are dealing with the goodness gracious. We're dealing with the fatigue of still coming off a very short break. Here we have the shiftiness and the quickness of Anthony Davis that we've seen so many times before. Wasn't as aggressive and dominant in this game. That's okay, first game back. Serge is splashing again. This is going to be a problem because he's actually hitting those. This is going to be a problem. Also, Paul George, and this is what's, let's talk about it. This right here has been the most baffling yet. We see this specimen. Someone who hits the backboard, side of the backboard on the regular. Someone who bricks shots, builds a brick house in LA by himself. Yes, very true story, and we've seen him vanish in games that matter most. He seems to really shine in games that don't really matter. For example, opening night, ring ceremony night, coming off of a PS5 night. You know, he seems to really shine in these moments, which is something that I'm writing down and noting because this is something to remember. So get him in situations where it matters, and he won't perform perfect. And I think that actually is an experiment that was concluded last season at the bubble. It really just showed from the hypothesis to the conclusion of the experiment. He's actually proven my thesis. That's just from me to you, inside secret. So I should have predicted that he was going to go off in a game like this. Continue. We got the quick little pick and roll. Passed out the pick and roll. LeBron shooting a three. All right, he was making some of his... Now this next play is a precarious situation. We have a bunch of people coming on the break. Nicholas Batum able to handle the ball and help handle the ball, taking some ball handling responsibilities away from Kawhi, PG. And we see Patrick Beverley pull up for a three. Not something that I'd genuinely be scared of. However, that was a little weird. It was a little weird. Maybe this is a multiverse in which he's making these threes. We love to see the cutting by Kuzma. Very great. Once again, bad pass. It was a lot of turnovers by us. Yeah, that was one of the more embarrassing moments for me as well. Yes. There's no formula to make that any less embarrassing. I will say I've tried it. I have them all written down. There's no formula to make that any worse. None. This matchup as well, giving us a lot of problems. I don't know if I'm blocking your view, but this matchup gave us a lot of problems simply because Wesley Matthews is undersized to be guarding someone like Kawhi. So he was sort of like barbecue chicken. He was a Lunchable on defense, even though we brought him in for defense. Not surprising because he's not supposed to be guarding people of that, stature, but it turned out that he had to do that. Zubac barely dunking that, barely even making it. Fran Balibi of women's basketball is doing those same dunks as we speak. We have another fast break moment. Montrezl Harrell sagging, still have not gotten to the bottom of that. And we have Kuzma. If we see the score, it is almost sickening to look at, to witness. We're out on the break. KCP elects to just pull up. Another problem you're going to see coming up here is just the rebounding situation. We are a little undersized. But this one wasn't a matter of inside strength. It was just diligence. We haven't been diligent enough to... I don't know who he's smirking at. First of all, let's go back. Who in the world are you smirking at? No. You and him got matching PS5 controllers. No smirking for you. Sorry. But we haven't really been diligent on the boards. There was a possession where they got like 4 offensive boards back to back, and it was pretty sickening. Hated to see it. But I did love to see Montrezl Harrell, his grind, his grit, his passion in this game. He really did something. As we begin to gel more as a unit, we'll be able to see some more cohesiveness that will really translate to the scoreboard and the box score. Here we got Kawhi doing Kawhi things. Once again, he's one of those people that can be considered unguardable. Yes, I said it. He can be considered unguardable, just like Anthony Davis can. However, with Kawhi, once again, it's those games that matter. He doesn't really have that, well, he may have the grit and grind in himself, but sometimes he may not even know it. And so he plays without that emotion, and that just comes to bite him in the butt. We've seen that versus the Nuggets in the bubble. Once again, Paul George being unstoppable, temporarily unstoppable. This won't be happening very many other times. Dennis Schroeder once again showing us that he has the capacity to hit from range. I said that in my video when we welcomed him to the squad. Very interesting. Yes, LeBron finally being assertive and taking it in. Once again, we close the lead like that. Look at the scoreboard. If you can see the score, You still couldn't see it, but we're only down by 6 right now. So we evaporated the lead just like that. Now that didn't impress me so much. Our lead was so crazily big in the first half that didn't really move me personally, emotionally, and that's just a formula I'm going to have to work on. All right, we see Kawhi take it to the teeth of the defense, still score it once again. I'm not understanding why and how this is happening. Right here, we're seeing a quick little pick action with Zubac. Pick pop immediately. He acts before the defense has a chance to react. Here goes a flop from him. Very embarrassing. Undersized Montrezl taking it to the teeth of the defense. But yeah, they do a lot of that. They act quickly off of the screens, and we're not able to react quick enough. Or in this game, we haven't been able to. I have complete faith that we will in the actual, when it comes down to it. But right now, we are just getting back into the swing of things, as you know. So, lots of motion. We got Kennard, the man with a plan. Kennard, Mr. Kennard, scored a whopping 4 points. That is a sight to behold, considering the large contract he got. To score 4 points was a phenomenon. Here we see the undersized Montrezl stick with it. I'm sorry, I may have gotten a little discombobulated. Now we see this pick action, right? We see Zubac putting him in pick situations a lot of the time. All right, and it results in scores a lot of the time. Not just because it's Zubac, but just because they have some great players that are able to make quick decisions off the pick. Once again, pick and pop quickly. He decided he had enough room, and he took it. They're doing a lot of these situations, which is great. I love to see it for them. This is good for them. Well, that's just not fair. That's just not fair there. That's just not fair there. We have LeBron also settling for a 3. He kept doing that, and it was getting a little frustrating for a little bit, but I understand that this, once again, we're just getting started. I'm not going to do too much. Kenneth, the man with a plan, passing it to the corner. Once again, an anomaly right there. That's what we call an anomaly. That's anomaly. So that's what we call that. Alex Caruso in the corner. He hit that. I remember during the game saying, if you don't hit that, I'm done. So good thing he hit that. Once again, this is just Paul George being unguardable here. Paul George being unguardable. Taking notes on that and taking notes on him. Nicholas Batum. Great decision maker, great ball handler, like I said. He is actually a steal for that team. Great pickup for him. I will write that down in my notes. Great pickup. Watch him. Okay, shooting right over Zubac because it's not a problem. So once we really get this stuff fine-tuned, I don't think it's anyone that will really be able to stop us. Now, this here is the stuff I like to see. This next play is something that I really, really like. That quick, was it a pick and slip? Hard to see through these goggles, but I'm trying to get the most accuracy. Quick little pick and slip, and that's that action. Go back to the fundamentals. Clearly what you're doing isn't working. Go back to the fundamentals. Tea and crumpets, and that's what I love to see. They dissected our team there. Yes, and at that point I've had enough. I think it's embarrassing. I don't care to continue. You guys let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. This was a disappointing one for us. I tried to break it down as much as I could, but there wasn't really much to say for this game. Sorry. Really wasn't too much, but in the future games, I'm sure there will be things to dissect and to really get into. But a lot of this is just the fatigue. A lot of this is just the circumstances. So it is what it is, but maybe Friday we can really hop into the lab and get some serious analysis from me. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to join the Splash Squad. Also, I'm doing a Christmas Q&A, so drop some questions you have for me. They don't have to be basketball related. They could just be about me, the merch, about the channel, anything. Oh my gosh. Let me know what you guys want to ask me, and I'll answer it in a Q&A Christmas time. So, yeah, thank you. Bye.